What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Mel, and it's time for the SYAD of the week. Now, the SYAD is a segment we do each and every Saturday where we tell the stupidest person of the week to...
Man, sit your ass down.
That's right, we got an amazing candidate today. Guys, this woman is world-renowned, or at least in Black Hollywood, as the most beautiful woman going right now. Nicole Murphy, who's Eddie Murphy's ex-wife, is known for being one of the most beautiful women in the world. Now, she's been involved in a lot of recent scandals lately, and I think, guys, we figured out the reason why. I'm not going to start with my opinion. I'm going to give you guys someone else's opinion, and then I'll give you mine, because a lot of people think that I'm just a bad guy just attacking women all the time. I just tell the truth. So if we go to the MTO News, which is a website I never heard of before, but attack them, don't attack me. It says Nicole Murphy allegedly broke and desperate for a man with money. Oh my God. According to a new report, Nicole Murphy is allegedly completely broke and is desperate to find a wealthy man to fund her extravagant lifestyle. Popular Hollywood blogger B. Scott claims that Nicole Murphy is almost penniless, the blogger wrote. After Nicole and Eddie divorced in 2005, she received $15 million in divorce settlement. A man by the name of Troy Stratos, who calls himself one of Nicole's childhood friends, pled guilty in 2016 to swindling Nicole out of $10 million. He promised to invest the money overseas and cover all expenses, but instead he stole millions and covered the expenses using her own funds. The blogger claims that Nicole burned through the rest of her divorce settlement and now she's got no money left. He claims that Nicole has been living off child support that her ex-husband Eddie Murphy has been giving her, but that's about to end since her youngest child with Eddie, Bella, is 17 years old. The blogger also suggests that Nicole may have staged those pictures with Antoine Fuqua, I believe is how you say it, Fuqua, whatever, to break up his marriage. We allege that Antoine feels he was set up by Nicole and believes the paparazzi photos were staged. What we didn't say, however, is it's also believed that Nicole staged those photos as a way to try to end Antoine's marriage with Leila Rokon for good, so she can push their relationship further. It didn't work. Nicole and B. Scott used to be friends, and he may at some point have had some insight into her personal finances. The jury is still out, though, on how desperate Nicole is for a man with money. But it was a bit curious that the paparazzi just happened to be there during her trip to Italy and captured such a beautiful picture of her rendezvous with famed Hollywood director Antoine Fuqua. Nicole Murphy is the ex-wife of Hollywood actor and comedian Eddie Murphy. Together, they have 5 children. Nicole, who is one of Hollywood's most beautiful women, has been linked to a string of celebrity men since her divorce from Murphy, most notably Michael Strahan, from whom she dated for several years. Other rumored romantic links include Drake, Nick Cannon. Nicole was also accused by Lisa Ray of having some romantic involvement with the Prime Minister of the Turks and Caicos, Michael Misick, while they were still married. See, a lot of you guys wonder why I do what I do. I have a calling on my life. If you're familiar with church at all, just follow what I'm about to say. Listen to what I'm about to say. Don't check out. Listen. If you're familiar with church at all, you know a lot of times during the year, the church, especially in black churches, have a women's program. And one of the most familiar verses and passages they use during a women's program is Proverbs 31. And they start at verse 10 every time. It talks about who can find a virtuous woman, how great women are, and tell you what it means to be a great mother, wife, daughter, all the different crap. You know, it goes down the list of I don't mean to call it crap, but still, all the stuff it takes to be a good woman. But they never start at verse 1 through 9. If you look at Proverbs 31, you can do it yourself on your own time. Verses 1 through 9, you will find a mother having a conversation with her son. And what is she doing? She's warning her son of women like Nicole Murphy. She's warning her son about evil and cantankerous women who have taken kings down. Son, what are you going to do with women like that? If they can take kings down, what would they do to you? Now, what she told her son was, speak up for those who can't speak up for themselves. And that's what you find Mel Mars with an epiphany of that's what my life should be. I'm here to speak up for those who can't speak up for themselves. Now, Nicole Murphy is the epitome of a gold digger. If you don't find no other picture in this world of what a gold digger is, it's Nicole Murphy. Let's go down this scenario one more time if you didn't catch it. She was married to Eddie Murphy, one of the richest men in Hollywood history. She married him in 1993 at the apex of his fame. Had 5 children with Eddie Murphy. They divorced in 2006. Eddie Murphy has went on to have several women, but apparently he has learned his lesson. But you didn't hear that from me. Yes, he got rid of Nicole Murphy. Well, they divorced amicably, I believe. And you see, she got a $15 million settlement. Now, some of you may say that's not a lot of money compared to the millions and hundreds of millions that Eddie Murphy has. But imagine how much freaking child support she was receiving on top of the settlement, on top of the alimony that she received. Imagine 5 kids. Now, I said earlier she was going through so much scandal, and as you just heard, that's what happened. She was found recently with 2 married men, one being another fine woman, Lisa Ray's then husband, the prime minister. And then as you heard in the story as well, Antoine Fuqua, whatever his name is, if you see this picture here, find them kissing. Now, what married man in the world of his fame will be found kissing a woman out in public like that? Now, she is fine, don't get me wrong, and many men have failed, just like I said in that scripture. Kings have fallen to women like Nicole Murphy. But it was a setup in my mind. In my mind, there's no doubt, period, that was a setup. She got this man. And the goal was too, I have no doubt in my mind, in his marriage. And with that being said, it's with a purpose. Because I know I've been around money-hungry women like this my entire life. If you catch my drift, my entire life. I know women like this will do anything they can to keep money flowing and them doing lack of work. You mean to tell me from 2006 to 2019, borderline 20, this woman haven't found one job to keep money flowing for herself? Think about this world, guys, that we live in. That women can live off alimony. That anybody can live off alimony and not be required to find a job. That anybody can live off child support and not be required to have a job. And she's been dating here and there and all that, but she's not worried about getting married. Why? Because she never wants the alimony to stop. She never wants the child support to stop. She don't want anything to affect that. In most states, I'm not sure about that state, if you get married, your alimony ceases. Unless Eddie paid her all at once. But at the end of the day, the only reason she's ready and willing to get married now is why? Because her oldest child is 17 years old. She don't get cared about nobody but herself. People, stay away from people like Nicole Murphy. My biggest advice to men, I don't care how fine she is, stay away from women like Nicole Murphy. Let me tell y'all something. I'm on Instagram a lot. I don't post a whole lot. I post enough. But more than anything, I'm looking at people's lives and what you're choosing to share with us. More than anything, people are choosing to share with us the best of themselves. What looks great. People trying to show how lavish their life is, how great their life is. It was one particular lady that I follow. I seen her just going back and forth with, I'm talking about trips and trips and trips. And I'm talking about just everything in life just looked like going so well for her. I'm like, she clubbing every other night. I mean, I'm like, dang, what's going on with me? She 22, I'm 32. I ain't even been out the country yet. But guess what, guys? Recently, she posted emotionally how she just got a job. A real job. And how broke she's been. That's what you gotta realize. People are selling us fake images. They give us the images that they want us to see. Just like Nicole Murphy. Who in their right mind would think Nicole Murphy is broke? Who in their right mind would think Nicole Murphy is not set for life based on what Eddie Murphy had provided her? Who couldn't live for the rest of your life on $15 million? It's not about how someone looks. It's about their character. I met some of the most beautiful women in the world, have some of the most jacked up attitudes and jacked up hearts. Make sure you know the difference between beauty that comes from within and beauty that's just exterior and will never lead to any substance. But in the meantime, Anger Man, tell Nicole Murphy what she need to do.
Man, sit your ass down.